and the staff of SWS, I would like to welcome all the parents to this orientation program. I am thrilled to see you all eager to embark on this exciting journey with us. Throughout this orientation, we aim to provide you with valuable insights into our school's mission, values, curriculum, and various resources available to support your child's learning and development. Now, I would like to invite our academic coordinator, Manveer ma'am, to address the audience and take you further on this orientation session.
Thank you, Anjali ma'am. Welcome. A fresh start, a joyful journey waiting to begin. New questions to be asked and embraced and learned. Answers to be discovered and then lived in this magical year of delight and self-discovery. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the school management and staff, I extend a warm welcome to our director, Mrs. Avinash Kaur, our principal, Mrs. Poonamji Kaur, the head of the junior school, Ms. Sarika Sharma, and the enrichment head, Ms. Sudeshna. I extend a gracious welcome to our dear parents. We treasure your partnership and support in all that we do. Childhood is not about how quickly a child can write and count. Childhood is a small window of time to learn and develop at the pace which is right for each individual child. I now request our director ma'am to share her thoughts with you.
A very good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to the new beginning of learning, growth, and unforgettable experiences. Every new session brings hope. Hope to learn new things, hope to do more, hope to work together. I am confident that our teachers will do their best to ensure our children learn the best. I urge all the parents to stay connected with us and see the positive change in your child. So let us work together and to support your children and make this year successful. Good luck and congratulations all of you.
As we embark on a new academic session, we welcome you parents to a joyful journey of academic accomplishments. We at SWS believe that the art of teaching is the art of awakening the natural curiosity of young minds. We acknowledge the fact that schools and homes have shared goals, and both are committed to nurturing young children. Leadership, they say, is the capacity to translate a vision into reality. Our director, Mr. Sandeep Singh, and our principal, Ms. Poonamji Kaur, need no introduction. They are pillars of strength who continue to inspire us to achieve excellence. Thank you, Poonam ma'am, for creating a safe and a welcoming environment for our students at school. Your vision, compassion, and commitment to the well-being of the students is truly invaluable and truly makes a difference. Thank you, ma'am. A leader is the one who knows the way and shows the way. A dynamic head, Ms. Sarika Sharma, is always there to support and guide us in all that we do. Thank you, ma'am. SWS has carved a niche in the Tri-City for imparting holistic education. The school infrastructure has two separate auditoriums for conducting school activities, an audio-visual, centrally air-conditioned hall, and an open amphitheatre. The school has the state-of-the-art computer labs allowing the students to enhance the technical skills. The spacious and the conducive library is an inspiring space for our students. We are creating an activity room for the students of the foundation years, where students can explore, play, learn in an engaging and stimulating environment. We are so proud to share with you that the school has been awarded the Outstanding School Award in Punjab for excellence in education. Now we owe this to you. The whole team. We believe that children are the promise of the future, the assurance of greater things to come. It is a well-known fact that a strong foundation in the formative years plays a vital role in fostering lifelong competencies. The child's experience of learning in the foundation years has a profound influence on their learning abilities. So let's together nurture their innate potential and make them confident, competent, and caring. As we begin the new session, we would like to thank you for entrusting your precious little ones in our care, and we hope to instill in them a love for learning and make their journey at Smart Wonders a delightful experience. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. We at SWS believe every child has a different learning style and pace. Each child is unique, not only capable of learning, but also capable of succeeding. Education is not about learning facts, but more so about learning how to think. It is learning to make good choices. It is learning to act with a purpose. The curriculum focuses on the child's well-being in all areas. We strive to develop an enthusiasm for learning by nurturing their curiosity, a sense of wonder, and eagerness to learn. Learn, providing them a stimulating environment and empowering young minds. The NEP 2020 has laid the foundations of a holistic, fun-filled, stress-free, uniform, child-centered learning in all the early years in school. NEP envisions an integrated approach for the foundational years. The foundational stage promotes active learning, play-based pedagogies, and hands-on experiences to ignite the children's natural curiosity and love for learning. Our curriculum framework provides stimulating experiences for the child's development in all dimensions: cognitive, that is the brain and thinking; affective, emotions and feeling; psychomotor, the physical and the kinesthetic; the social and the emotional. It encourages learners to inquire into new concepts by building upon their prior knowledge and experiences. The learners learn to use their critical thinking, imagination, creativity to establish connections between the ideas and construct new knowledge. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. We create an environment where the children are led from the known to the unknown, and then learn by exploring, discovering, creating and reflecting. Positive, concrete and hands-on experiences encourage young children to make choices, decisions, explore their immediate environment. They learn to collaborate, integrate, inquire, construct, and then reflect. I can give you tools to reach the dreams you have inside. Various activities like think, pair, share, role play, read aloud, quiz, pitch talk are used to initiate learning and mold our young learners in the early years. Thinking, fine motor, and creative skills are enhanced through these techniques where students learn by doing and are prompted to think out of the box. I believe that to teach them effectively, you must touch their hearts long before you begin to teach their minds. We begin the day with greetings and morning rituals, followed by engaging and interactive lessons. Children are engaged and exposed to wonderfully bright and stimulating learning areas. We integrate digital pedagogies with the curriculum and enhance their knowledge and skills. With a holistic, student-centric and interdisciplinary approach to education, the curriculum centers on identifying the unique talent and the potential of every child and nurture them so that they can blossom. It aims at developing skills and competencies. Our curriculum is age appropriate. It is based on learning outcomes and progressive teaching and integrating concepts together. Language development is crucial in the early years. It supports their ability to communicate, express, and understand. The key components of foundational language and literacy are oral language development, decoding, reading with fluency, and comprehension. The children start with the phonic sounds and then move on to blending words and framing sentences. I do believe something magical can happen when you read. Reading exposes the students to the magical world of words. Phonics teaches children how words are pronounced and what the letters sound like. Sounding words is the process of decoding. Children use the skill to break down words to specific sounds and then blend them together to form the word correctly. When you read, help your child make connections by asking questions about the story and encouraging them to visualize it. Children are given plenty of opportunities to practice their listening, speaking, reading, writing through interactive activities such as audios and videos, role play, conversations, and presentations. They're encouraged to express their thoughts and ideas through writing. Childhood is a time full of fascinating stories that spark creativity and imagination. Storytelling plays an important role in language and cognitive development. Stories are a powerful tool for teaching kids about the world around them. When children hear stories, it helps them to learn about important values, exercise their creative thinking. Storytelling enriches the child's emotional intelligence. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is the best. Foundational numeracy means the ability to reason, to apply simple numerical concepts in daily life and problem solving. Children use numbers, concepts, and skills to explore discover, and create. They learn to analyze and apply from concrete to pictorial and then move on to the abstract concepts. Children are naturally curious. We help kids understand why the environment is important and provide them with the building blocks they need to live eco-friendly and sustainable life. Kids are encouraged to research, investigate how and why things happen. There are shortcuts to happiness, and dance and music is one of them. Each discipline of music, dance, art engage a child's brain, body, and emotions in different ways to encourage their confidence and find joy in self-expression. It's not about winning or losing, but to learn about teamwork, learn about sportsmanship, learn about discipline. Sports help children develop physical skills, get exercise, make friends, have fun, learn teamwork, learn to play fair, and improve self-esteem. Life skills go hand in hand with growth and development. It also helps the children in their abilities to communicate, comprehend, and make certain choices and social connections for themselves. General knowledge helps the students to stay connected and up to date with everything that is happening around them. The assessments in the foundation years aim at early identification of learning gaps. The aim of the assessment is to build knowledge and skills through a variety of ongoing activities and assignments. Weekly reviews will be conducted to assess the concept clarity. This academic session, we endeavor to equip our young learners with the 21st century skills for a positive transformation. These skills will empower them to confirm, collaborate, think critically, laying the foundation for a successful future. We give wings to their imagination and creativity and instill skills and values which will help them to appreciate the Indian ethos and keep them rooted to their culture and heritage. Let the students of Smart Wonders be described as inquisitive, empowered with knowledge and critical thinkers. Our students thrive in an environment of collective pride and achievement. It is heartening to see each child bloom, each one with a different hue, a different fragrance, a different persona, and yet so unique in his or her own special way. So let's take a sneak peek into our vibrant activities. There is no role in life that is more essential than that of motherhood. To express the love and gratitude, the students welcome their mothers with heartwarming songs and spectacular dance performances. Festivity filled the air with gratitude, appreciation, and acknowledgement. The little ones proudly thanked their mothers for the unconditional love. Festivals are here to teach us that life is a celebration. Keeping in view the cultural diversity of our nation, we at Smart Wonders celebrate and rejoice in the spirit of the festivals. Special assemblies are conducted to mark these special occasions and bring home the relevance of the festivals to our young generations. Grandparents grandparents are angels with silver in their hair and gold in their hearts. Through their special love and care, grandparents keep a family together. And thus, to honor them, the students of the foundation years celebrated Grandparents' Day and thanked them for the love and the care bestowed. Dance, they say, is an art that transcends boundaries and speaks a universal language. To serve as an ideal platform to showcase the talent of our budding stars, the solo dance competition was organized for the students of the foundation years. The vivacious dancers, adorned in vibrant costumes, set the floor on fire with their energetic performances. The annual Song and Rhyme Day, Harmony Verse, a symphony of smiles, was presented by the students of the foundation years. This musical celebration was a melodious extravaganza of creativity and talent, demonstrating the school's commitment to fostering artistic expressions. Based on the theme of the UN Sustainable Goals, the Song and Rhyme Day weave a rich tapestry of music, dance, and creative expressions. Every year, the students of class UKG and 1 host their annual event, the musical Munchkins. They welcome the little toddlers or small wonders for a musical euphoria. It was a nostalgic day for the Wonderites as they shared beautiful memories of their kindergarten years. Various class activities like role play, show and tell are conducted throughout the year. Every activity aims at providing students with opportunities to deepen their learning. It improves their higher order thinking skills. They learn the art of applying the concepts while articulating new knowledge and skills. Learning is hands-on and experiential, providing the learners the opportunity of learning through manipulations, materials, and objects. And the little Wonderites performed the balloon experiment that helped them understand the concept in a better way as they could see the changes happening in front of their eyes. The annual sports day, the field fiesta, was held in the school premises. The students enthralled everyone with their skills and dexterity with great zeal and fervor. It was a colorful spectacle of fun races where the little ones tried their best to onto each other. The event culminated with prize distribution and the school ground echoed with cheers of applause. Graduation is an exciting time. It is both an ending and a beginning. It is warm memories of the past and great dreams of the future. Graduation Day commemorates the precious moments of the little one, offers an opportunity to celebrate the culmination of the kindergarten years. We would like to appreciate the efforts of the parents who enthusiastically supported us in making all these events a stupendous success. It is time for us to stand and cheer for the doer, the achiever, the one who recognizes the challenges and does something about it. Our little Wonderites have made us proud by bringing laurels to the school. Arnav Thakur won a bronze medal in the second Indo-Nepal International Taekwondo Championship in 2023. The students of class 1 and 2 have brought accolades by winning gold medals in the Olympiads. Received the Zonal Excellence Certificate and gold medal in the International Maths Olympiad. learning is purposeful, creativity blossoms. When creativity blossoms, thinking emanates. When thinking emanates, knowledge is fully lit. With this thought, I would like to share a poem with you which is very close to my heart. Childhood doesn't wait. I was sitting on a bench when in a nearby mall when I noticed a young mother with two little children who were small. The youngest one was whining, "Pick me up," I heard him beg. But the mother's face grew angry as the child clung to her leg. "Don't hang on to me," she shouted as she pushed her hands away. I wish I had the courage to go up to her and say, "The time will come too quickly when those little arms that tug won't ask for you to hold them or won't freely give a hug. The day will sneak up subtly, just as it did with me when you can't recall the last time that your child sat upon your knee." So when your child comes to you with a book that you can share, or asks that you would tuck him in and help him to say his prayer, when he comes to sit and chat and would like to take a walk, before you answer that you can't, cause there's no time to talk, remember what all parents learn so many times too late, that the years go by too quickly and that childhood doesn't wait. Thank you, dear parents. I will now request the head junior wing, Ms. Sarika Sharma, to take you through the facilities, the rules and the regulations of the school.
And very beautifully said that childhood will not wait. So, and we will also not let you wait too long. So I will just quickly take you through the school rules so that you are a little more apprised. So this is one of the activities that we look forward to in school, the swimming activity. We will be seeking your consent, and after that, once you give the acknowledgement, the child will be taking the swimming lessons one period in a week, and that's continues. It will start from 24th of April and goes on till the end of August, or maybe if weather allows, further. We undertake trips and tours because they form an important part of learning as the children move out of school in different environments and develop a lot of connections, teamwork, trust building, and empathizing, sharing, caring. All that goes on once they are there. So these are just few pictures where last year our children had gone and they had a good time. Looking forward to many more such in school now in the coming session. The school canteen, we have a school canteen which provides healthy options and of course the ones that the children would love to eat. So you are just required to buy certain coupons, maybe for a month or so, and then whenever you want, like this privilege should be enjoyed by your child, you send the coupon and share whatever you want your child to have to the person who is like, so you are doing an online, the coupon is coming and the child gives it in the class to the class teacher in the morning, and the DDs, they provide that same thing in during the different times in the class only. So looking forward to, so now this is something that recap policy that you parents need to know a little bit more of thing. So whatever happens during the week, a review or the recap of all the concepts being taught during that week is compiled in that worksheet and shared with you. So just for the reinforcement of the concepts and for parents to know what is to be done with the child, these are sent on Fridays and you are required to go through them with your child so that the learning gaps are built during that week and we move on with new concepts in the coming weeks. Circulars. So all circulars, because those are the informations that go from the school, kindly acknowledge them, and also from time to time, if it's required for any kind of feedback or acknowledgement from your end, you must do that, because it helps the teacher to know what exactly you are feeling, or you actually are preparing for it. So every planning that goes, it comes from your feedback. So once you acknowledge your circulars and you are aware of it, it gives you a better edge to prepare your child. So leaves, of course, these tiny tots are quite young enough to be doing so. You need to help that whenever your child wants to be away from school, you should always provide the school some information and what is the reason for the child to be away. Because as a parent and as an educator, we would rather want that your child have 100% attendance, but if need be, and you want to enjoy the privileges maybe when the children are a little young, to go out for certain trips, weddings, or any sort of family engagements, then please inform the teacher so that whatever is missed out is actually taken care of later on. So all your leaves should come through the school pad. So that is one platform we want to kind of reinforce every time. Instead of messaging to the teacher, or instead of finding ways, calling up, the best way to do is send your leave, any sort of communication through the school pad. And also the school believes very strongly that school pad should be maintained as the means of communication from our end also. For all circulars, kindly refer. You get a notification from school pad, so all of you should download that app, and whenever there is a message, you get a notification. So it's not that you are only comfortable with WhatsApp, because that is one platform where you are getting the authentic information. So that is also important, that whatever comes from the school pad is the authentic information that comes from the school. So we have, you've seen the school calendar from the website, you can download. We will also be helping you. We'll be sharing it in the school pad, so that the calendar which will take you through the whole year, that is the academic year's proceedings, holidays, trips, or not trips exactly, but all the events, all celebrations, all activities that are to be conducted. Every month, it's a very comprehensive calendar, so if you actually have a copy of it, it will help you to plan things for your children. So, at the beginning of the month, we send you a monthly note, and this monthly note is quite comprehensive because it tells you in every subject what your child is going to learn during that month, and also the activities that will be undertaken, any holiday, any special instruction that needs to be informed to you, that will come through the monthly note. So that is for a month. So this is one way we can always give you an opportunity to plan your child's month. So if in case there is an assessment is coming, or there is an event, there is a celebration, or there is some function that your child needs to participate, you must ensure that the child is very much in school. So even if through the different ways of teaching and learning practices, if the child misses out on any of the learning gaps, these learning gaps can be built and the child can be brought at par with the class, because we conduct remedial classes on Saturdays, and that is the time when the bus facility is not there, but you can drop your child in school and one-to-one individual attention is given to the concept that was actually not built or that was not understood well. So from your end, it's just that you have to drop your child with us and we'll do the needful. School timings. just to endorse, so that we here now you will understand that your child is now in a formal school. So we need to go more strictly abiding by the school time, because that goes across the school, and we need to make these healthy practices right from the beginning. So ensure that you are punctual in dropping your child, because the child will not know. So here at this level, it is your duty to see that child reaches on time, and the child should be at the school by 8 o'clock. So that is like 8 is the time when the school starts. 8 to 8:10 we take the attendance in the class. So if the child is reaching late, the attendance might get missed out, and by mistake if that is already sent in the ERP, then you might get a notification saying your child is absent, but actually he is present, but the process gets delayed. So we should ensure that the child is here say by 7:55, so that he is well in time to reach his class and he is not anxious actually. So that is more important, that he sits in the class with a mental state that is more comfortable and calm. So punctuality, we were being quite like, within the last year, we were quite strict to that extent that, of course, we understand at times there are certain emergencies, but other than that, we would respect if you all also respect the time. Let's move on. So this is just a gentle reminder, our induction program for the class UKG. So one I've already told is going to be on 1st of April and Tuesday the 2nd of April. This is just to make the child more comfortable in the new environment, make him get introduced to the teacher, engage in certain fun-filled activities so that the school doesn't seem like a punishment for him. So these 2 days we just make them comfortable. Health and wellness. The school is equipped with necessary facilities to address the health needs of the student. But here I would like to add on that we provide only the first aid, what is required for the child. After that, we inform the parents, and then it is for the parents to take the further course of action for medical checkup or whatever is required. And here we have a school nurse who is present in school during the school hours throughout the day. So she monitors for any mishap or anything, any ailment that the child, and provides the first aid, and then we inform the parents, but we don't monitor any kind of medication. So no medicine is there in our infirmary which can be administered to the child. So when you meet the teacher, kindly share any medical history or any medical ailment that your child is having, any kind of allergies, any kind of medication that the child is requiring during the school times, although we avoid it, but still if we are aware of it, that can be administered. So everything that's related to the health of your child must be shared so that the teacher is well equipped to actually address whenever the child needs her attention. The ID cards are your identifications and your important information. So these children are quite young and they may not be able to actually share their information. So at all times, every day your child must wear the ID card to school, and the parents who come to pick up their children from school must carry their parent ID card so that we know that the child is being handed over to the right person. In case you are sending someone else also, that person should be having your parent ID card. Otherwise, we shall not be sending the child, and telephonically we will not entertain any parent to tell us, nahi ye masi hai, inko jaane do, ye hai. So that will not happen. So the school uniform details, they are all in the school almanac. Your child will be getting in the book set. Although complete school working is there, you must go through all those pages. And here it reminds me that there are 2 pages in the almanac which are very important, which forms the individual child's information the address, the parents' information. So you must share that, complete those 2 pages because those are very important records that we maintain in school, which give us information whenever we need to reach out to you or in any other case. Those 2 pages are very helpful and they really are required. It's mandatory to get them filled in complete. Birthday celebrations. We also respect the fact that it's a special day for the child, but we need to keep it simple. So just share 2 candies, no fancy gifts or tokens. So you want to perform something? You want to do a dance?
Yes.
You want to do it? You like dancing? Oh,
You
like
get enough opportunity, that's my contest to dance.
Yeah.
Wonderful, good. Very good.
So we'll give you a chance later on once we finish. Okay? Thank you.
Good girl.
So for the birthday celebrations, we just request parents to share just simple 2 candies. Nothing other than that because it's going to be sent back. So we want every child to be celebrating their birthdays in the convenience of their homes. So this is just to build another healthy practice. The children, so sometimes the mothers are quite anxious, so kuch kha ke nahi aaya. The child gets a fruit break and as a general practice, kindly send fruits only because the teacher is competent enough to, make the child understand that he needs to. So slowly and slowly the child will start eating. But once in a while if you send a biscuit or a cookie or a small sandwich, that's okay. And then they are having another break where they have their main tiffin. And hereby the teachers are teaching them. So they have a mat with them which is an individualized, you will come to know it later on. They have a mat that's given to them from the school that's actually laminated, and so each child is having a table mat, but you can send a napkin so that the child is building the etiquettes to sit on the table and how to eat. So support, encourage and motivate your child with positive reinforcements only. We don't want anything negative from your side, and we will also try not to give anything negative to the child because encouragement works, but once we demotivate, we all lose our confidence. So if now I had actually shouted at that girl that why you are doing that, the child may not ever step on the stage. But I just very positively said, can we do it after I finish off? And she understood. So that is the kind of positive reinforcements that as parents also we need to give. Number one, we don't need to compare our children with anyone because that's, I think, the first and the foremost that we do, that such and such child is doing so well and my child is not. So let that not get, make you feel maybe a little anxious or disturbed because every child, subsequently when you will see the child on the stage during the events and the functions of the school, you will feel my child actually has something else which the other child may not. So maybe if this girl is good at dancing, someone else may be good at speaking. And another one is quite shy enough to come here. But that doesn't mean that the child is not competent or good enough. So we need to respect and give positive remarks all the time. And here I would say positive remarks for the children, for the school, for the educators. Everybody needs positive reinforcements, negative only feedback. So the feedback is just given so that they can be improved, and positive reinforcements to build the confidence and move on. Help your child doing all these small activities. So the teacher is also going to help because these are skills. The skills that we build today, they are actually going to move on in progression. So packing the school bag, being aware of what is going into the bag, tying the shoelace, maybe a little messy in the beginning, but then it is going to work. Zipping and buttoning their jackets, actually going to the washroom, so that is also one practice. Slowly these children, of course they have been in school, but how they can go and use the washroom and clean their hands and all. These are all skill building, small activities. Opening their tiffin boxes, writing their name. So all this, of course, a lot goes in school, but if you are aware of it, you will only encourage your child to do it himself or herself rather than doing it for your child. All Saturdays are off for all the students. Parents can come and meet in case you want to discuss something with the class educator, but try you come with a prior appointment. The school website is regularly updated with selected pictures of students, attendance, timetables, circulars, holidays and home assignments. So the parents are requested to visit the same and stay updated with the latest, which is happening not only with your children, but whatever is happening across the school. You will get all information over there. And email official@smartwonderschool.com. This is your mail that you need to remember for all sorts of communication to the school, because anything other than the school pad is the mail. Because whatever you send is actually a process initiates in the school dark, and whatever query or whatever your concern is, that is addressed, closed and forms a part of the dark. So the first person after the PRO takes it out is the principal. So in any school it is other people who are concerned, but here the mail that you send, the first person to actually read it is the principal, and then she addresses it to the various concerned people who have to take the necessary action, get it closed and then get back. So you're free to share any kind of communication for the school working through this email address. When we say the school pad, I think the school pad is an app. These days we are quite acquainted with the apps. So the password and your username and password. So you have a comprehensive sheet which tells you the entire process. And in case you are not able to do it, the school concerned people are there to help you. So kindly download the school pad app and get the school pad activated as soon as possible. We also have a YouTube channel where every event that's happening, like presently also we are being recorded. So every event in the school is recorded, videographed and it's uploaded on the YouTube. So for all events references, you can just log into the YouTube channel. And of course, these days, wherever we are, so if it's about your work area or it's about your school's child's school, we need to follow and we need to endorse whatever is happening. So for that, we request you to be on the social media pages. We are on Facebook, we are on LinkedIn, and that's how we meet all the time that you should share your feedback with us. You can give your Google reviews, and today itself also, whatever you feel that positive or good that you got from the school needs to be shared so that it's known across and more people come to know about us. So that's once again just reminding you about the official listing. And yes, I think you also have a lot of aspirations for your child, and we are there so that we move ahead in this journey together. It's for the child, and believe that the school is with you and not against you. So we all are marching ahead on the same path in the same direction. And for that, we seek your cooperation, we seek your support, and for anything that disturbs you, we are always there. Thank you so much.
this is obviously the first time that you are here, all of you. Yes? And raise your hands, the ones who are coming from our sister concerns, Small Wonders. All right, quite a few not coming from there. And where would you be coming from?
Birla Open Minds.
Birla Open Minds. Anyone else from Birla Open Minds? Any other school? Eurokids 70, phase 4. Narayana E Techno. I've met this baby. Yes. Bachpan 71. All right. Paragon Kids. And you are from ma'am? Spanish Kids. All right. Did we have their event here? The sports event? Spanning Kids? Yes, you came here for the sports? Yes, I recognize. I think she got a medal also. No, you didn't get a medal. Oh, I'm so
Now
sorry.
we gear her up to get
Yes, so for here you will be trained. But she looks very familiar. I don't know why. So anyways, I think all kids look yeah, the same to me, but I don't know, they just have this beautiful innocence and you see one child and you feel dekha hai, dekha hai. So thank you parents for trusting us with your most precious possession, that's your children. And believe me, we will not let you down. We at Smart Wonders lay a lot of emphasis on the safety of the children. And when I say safety, I do not just mean the physical safety. We are looking at the emotional safety, we are looking at the mental safety, and we ensure that the children have a very child-friendly environment. From the infrastructure, as you have seen, to the curriculum, the way it's taught. So it's not what we are teaching, but the way we are teaching, which is very child-friendly. So everybody teaches alphabets, numbers, EVS, IT, Punjabi, sports, music, dance, but it's the fun element that is incorporated here that makes it unique. Second is that I would like to share with you that I think we must be one of the only schools where we have two sets of activity teachers in the school. We have for the junior wing and we have for the senior wing. So we have two dance teachers because at the end of the day, the little ones need to learn the skills first, the dance moves or music. They need to learn, the rhythm, the words, and sports and art. So all the activities we have individual teachers specializing for the junior wing. Everybody keeps mother teachers and subject teachers, but we have a whole army of activity teachers, because at the end of the day, I think you all have realized it's not about the marks. Yes, it's about the overall personality. It's about the confidence of coming up on stage in front of an audience, right, where you don't have to pull somebody. And we must be the only one where not only do we have a separate activity team for the junior wing and senior wing. So when your child comes into 6th, they'll have a different art teacher, music teacher, sports teachers, dance teachers, and we have a sports HOD, we have an activities HOD, and most important, Sudeshna ma'am, please come here, we've got an enrichment head. So give her a big round of applause. Ma'am is also joining us this year. So I don't think that any activity will be left untouched since ma'am is joining us. So we have assemblies and classroom activities, trips, tours, picnics, fun, rainy day, that is also fun. They have an activity for that. Yes, so everything here is celebrated. All occasions are celebrated. And in the last orientation, ma'am was telling, and it struck, maybe I missed it while I had gone out for my cup of tea. Everything is documented in our calendar. We have an e-calendar which you can download, and everything that's written there will happen. I guarantee you, because we have a checklist. And if something does not happen, we have to explain why it could not happen. So every activity that is documented, and this year we are looking at the life skills, 21st century life skills. Last year we were looking at sustainable development goals, the United Nations sustainable development goals. We covered all 18 of them, and this year we're looking at all the life skills. So it's not just randomly we do activities or send them on a trip. Everything is first looked at as to what is the objective, what do we aim to achieve, what will the child finally learn from what the child is doing. So if our objective is clear, then the procedure is decided. How do we do it? What is the best method? Age appropriate methodologies are used, and of course the teachers are trained, super trained. The amount of capacity building that Smart Wonder School does, believe me, no other school, forget about the Tri-City, is doing it in India. I know that. So let's give a big round of applause to the management for giving us this opportunity. Actually, when I speak to my colleagues, when I speak to other people in the education, and they say, really? They are paying for everything, whether it's a CBSE training, whether it is outside. And I say, yes, the director says there is going to be no compromise on the training of the teachers. Because at the end of the day, if our teachers are not trained, what will they take into the classrooms? So they are always up to date about what's happening in the country, not in the Tri-City, not in Mohali. We have a team of educationists called We Nurture. They're based in Gurgaon, and they have curators across the country. So imagine that our children are doing activities which might be prevalent in Chennai or Bangalore or something that just happened in Mumbai. So they discuss. Every month we have online meetings with the different departments along with the HODs. We actually give a lot of thought to the training of the teachers, because if the person who's going to be educating your children is not well trained, they're already well trained, they're already educated, they've done their B.Ed, but we all know that that is not sufficient. On a daily basis, the education world is changing, new innovations are coming in, new thoughts are coming in, and we bring that in through our trainings that we give to the teachers. So a lot of capacity building happens in our schools. So give a big round of applause to our teachers. They are a few here because they patiently undergo all these trainings. Because that is important, because then it gets translated into what they're doing and how they're doing it. So we want you all to be partners. Whether the child is going on a trip or there's a special occasion, it's some special assembly where they have to dress up. Children should not feel excluded, and you will always get the circulars well in time. So something that has to happen next week or on a Saturday, you will get the circular on a Monday, right? And of course, like ma'am said, you also get a monthly note which will apprise you of everything, both curricular, co-curricular and academic, that will be happening for your child in UKG for the whole month. And of course, children say, yay, no homework. Say, yay. Homework किसको अच्छा लगता है? Who likes to? Oh my God. Which world are you from? Homework अच्छा लगता है आपको? मेरे को तो नहीं अच्छा लगता. मैं तो सारा homework यहीं पे छोड़ के जाती हूँ. So you will get worksheets. They're all like very like hard-working children of hard-working parents. You don't have to work that hard. We work smart. So anything and everything that needs to be done with your children, it will be done by the teachers. Please do not keep anyone to look after the children at home and their curriculum and the syllabus. They're not doing their 10th boards, or they're not sitting for engineering. They are in UKG. Let them enjoy their childhood, right? And all the concepts are going to be taught in school by our teachers, by the method that we want. On a Friday, everything that has been covered, be it numeracy, be it literacy, be it EVS, those worksheets will be sent back home for you to recap it. That's why they call recap sheets, not homework. And if your child is not able to do something, yes, baby, you want to say something? Yes. See? You were in?
M3B.
M3B. What is M? What does M stand for? Montessori. Then?
M3B.
M3B. But what is M3B?
Must be the section.
3B.
My classes they were in last.
Alright. In which school were you in?
Rhine International School.
Rhine International School. Alright. So we will have to see the progression of the classes. So is it lower KG, upper KG?
It is Montessori 3.
That's what I said. So M has to be Montessori.
Montessori.
Yeah. So important thing is that when you get those sheets, please do not do it for your children. If your child is not able to attempt them, which means the concept is not clear, you have a diary. There is a student almanac where we have given you ample pages to send us a note. Write down what you feel needs to be redone. Maybe your child is not the only one. Maybe the teacher might have not taught it in such a manner that all the children have understood. So if we have about 3 or 4 or maybe 5 children or parents saying that this concept needs to be done again, so they will reiterate it, they will do it again. So if you do it for the child, chalo main aapko sikhati hu, we will not come to know, right? So we are telling you, let the teachers teach. You spend quality time with your children, taking them out to the park, to the playgrounds, to reading, take them to libraries, activity rooms, yes, and or your sitting room where you actually watch good National Geographic or any of these movies, animal movies. The language that the children learn is basically, I think all of us have understood LSRW. It starts with L, listening. The more a child listens to a language, that is how they learn. That's how we learn our mother tongue. Nobody teaches us the mother tongue, we hear the mothers speak in that. So if you want your children's communication skills to become stronger, good vocabulary, good pronunciation, good diction, let them hear good language. Be it English, be it Hindi, be it Punjabi, it doesn't matter. But it should be good listening. And then it translates to listening with comprehension. Just hearing is not important. So listening actually means listening with comprehension. You're understanding what the person is saying. So more the child gets to hear good language, any language, the more the child will pick up good vocabulary and the way of speaking. You might have noticed that in small schools, a lot of small children, they have this sing-song kind of a way of speaking. People think that's very cute and then, it becomes a habit. We don't encourage that at all. Our children speak properly. Proper sentence is the way I'm speaking. So our children do not just say a whole long sentence without giving any pauses. You will see the difference in the very first program that they perform. So we give a lot of opportunities. The UKGs, nobody believes that these are children of UKG. And I'm sure that you will get ample opportunities to be very, very proud of your children without comparing them. Very, very important. Because I always tell the children, आप पापा से पूछो कितने marks मिले थे? Yes? या मम्मा से पूछो कि is she the leading lady of her society? No, we are not coming.
Like this.
Yes, you are.
I don't know like this. My papa not is not going like this. No.
Mama and Papa not number 1. You will be number 1.
Yes, I know.
Yes, you know that. I love the confidence. So that is what we need. Let every individual just shine. That is important. Children are unique. Let's leave it at that and not mold them into little versions of ourselves. We got our opportunity. We still have that. Any age you can change your life. Do that. But do not impose your desires onto your children. That is where a lot of unhappiness comes from. So here at Smart Wonders, we don't compare children. Every child is unique. The environment is different. The genes are different. And my dialogue is always, even identical twins are different. I have identical twins. They are opposites. Right? So if genes are the same, environment is the same, and my boys are opposites, how can your children be the same? Right? The genes are different, the environment is different. So let's not compare. Let's encourage uniqueness. That is important. So thank you parents for being so patient. It was lovely having you. And I thank you again for entrusting your little ones, your most precious hearts to us. And I promise that they will be well looked after physically, mentally, emotionally, and we will hand you back. So in a year's time, we will be in the month of March, first week, we'll be having a graduation ceremony. You can look forward to that. It's a beautiful ceremony, and your little babies will graduate to class 1. So looking forward to a very, very productive and wonderful session with all of you. Thank you. Since all of you are new, I hope all of you have downloaded your school pads. So anybody who's not downloaded the school pad, please do so today with the support, because our team is here. You don't have to wait till going home. So while you are in school, when you're giving the books, please download the school pad, because that's the only means of communication with the school. You get the revision sheets on that, you get the monthly note, you get the newsletter, you get the pictures. Everything is uploaded on the school pad. You get your child's attendance, you get your everything that's happening in school. And second is that coming from play schools, we tend to connect with the teacher immediately. So the teachers will not be picking up your calls or seeing your, just give me 2 minutes baby. So or seeing your messages, because they will be busy with the children till 1:20. Thereafter they will be having their food and all that. So between 2 and 3 they might look at their phones. You have to call the reception. If you need something, if you want to give some information, call the reception. The numbers will be shared with you. There are 2 numbers at the reception. We have 2 very smart ladies there who note down everything that you say. And then that register is sent to the concerned teacher, who notes down the message and signs. And then at the end of the day, it goes to the head of the wing, Sarika ma'am, and she checks that yes, everything has been shared with the teachers and signs. I get to see it at the end of the week. So if you share it on the official channel, that is the reception, if you call at the reception, you have documented proof that I called the school for this issue or this request or this inquiry and I need an answer. If at any point of time, which is not going to happen, your query is not resolved, please ask to speak to the principal. You don't even have to visit the school, you can speak to me. Or if you want to visit the school, you can walk into my office. For the coordinator and the academic head or the teachers, you definitely need to take an appointment, because they do have to be looking after the classes and the academics. I am in my office, and unless I am in a meeting, I am there to meet you. You can just walk in, right? So I don't think I can have a more open door policy than that. The door is actually literally open all the time. So you can just walk in. So before any little issue becomes a problem, I would like you to communicate, speak. And since you have joined us for the first time, lack of energy. Parents have to be very energetic in the school, because our teachers are very energetic and the principal is even more so. So all the time, cheerful, happy, energetic parents. We are having a competition. I'm sure all of you have heard of the Google review. Yes? Do you guys have businesses? Anybody with the business?
Yes.
You have a business? Yes, I know. Having fun is your business. Yes, anybody who's running some restaurant, some business or needs a Google review? Hanji. Nahin? All are professionals. Wow. All right. You are, sir. What is your business?
Hardware.
Hardware. So you still, if you know you have customers coming, and how will other people know that your business is good? You will want Google reviews, right? So nowadays, those schools are not really business, but we are in the business of looking after our children. So we want you to give us a review of your experience today with pictures or with a picture with your child. So it can be one single parent with the child, it can be both the parents with the child. Anywhere in the school you can take a picture, you can write a few words as to maybe what you found different about the school compared to where you're coming from, what you found very unique, what attracted your child or you. So something very interesting, catchy, and put it on the review. So we are being very smart. This is my marketing strategy. Yes? So give us the reviews, and in May, we always have our first PTM. We will be taking out the winners, and the operator word is winners, not winner. We don't believe in 1 or 2 prizes. We are very generous with our prizes, so please be generous with your Google reviews. And the whole crux is that we grow together, right? If you want good services, you want good teachers, we also want appreciation. We also want people to see and talk about what we are doing here, right? So give us the Google reviews, and we will be finding the best unique ones out of them. Be it the pictures, be it the what you've written. Use your put your thinking caps on and your photography skills, and you're most welcome to Photoshop it or whatever you want to do. Make it more attractive. No rules in place, and we will meet you at the PTM with the winners, and I'm sure that a whole lot of you will take away goodies. So thank you everyone, parents. Stay connected. When you have an issue, talk to us personally. When you are happy, give us reviews. Yes? And you need to understand that if you have given it once, when you give it again, it just gets updated. So try to use as many Gmail addresses. I'm sure that all you smart IT people would be knowing that. And try to give from different IDs. Masis can also give, and chachis can also give, and nannies give us a lot, by the way. Our grandparents are very happy with us. You'll see. Grandparents' Day, you will feel excluded. The grandparents have a lot of fun in the school. So, they also are generally very happy. We have competitions for them. So, try to give us, because we want to grow with our parents. Thank you so much for such a patient hearing. Lovely to see all of you, wonderful parents and the smart babies. Looking forward to having them on the 1st and the 2nd for the induction. And the 3rd, by then, I think they will be leading the way. Basically, we have these 2 days to settle the children, get them to understand the environment so that we don't have any crying mothers and fathers. Yes, the children obviously are very, very happy. So looking forward to all of you on the 3rd when you drop your children. 1st and 2nd, no transport. And 1st and 2nd, the children have to be in uniform. Please make sure that the children have to be in uniform the whole year. Well groomed, punctual, on time. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, dear parents, for being here today. Please join us for a cup of tea, and then later on you can deposit the books with the class teachers. The classes are on the ground floor.